nobody ever make it out alive.
Let's get it bustin', baby. You know what's going on. Leo, they know what's going on. Oh, there you go right there. Oh, hold on. Let me switch to the PC setup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go right here. Hey, you ready, Leo? Hey, lock in, my boy.
There's DIY.
And we get hit with an ad
there's doing
immediately.
Yourself.
Well, probably.
Okay, this is the next
This was in 2016.
Okay, lock
I
in,
used
y'all.
to live in a remote town with a pretty close community. The whole landscape around the area was flat, dense forest. So basically the only thing to do was go for hikes or go camping.
What's up with these
you'd
hikes,
have to
bro?
drive an hour over to the next, slightly larger town. Me and my friend Matt would go camping a lot.
There go them
this
twins.
Time he said one of his other friends recommended a place that we could go, so that's where we went. It was only a 15-minute drive from the
Merch, they not
outskirts of our
twins,
town.
bro. Merch it.
There was no parking though. We just pulled over on the side of the road. The trail was also very faint and thin, and not something that looked used very often.
That's what I'm saying.
We walked down, and after an hour, we made it to the camp. Supposedly, there was a nice view of a lake, but
Hey, they good? Bro, I don't know. Maybe it's just his art style, but they be looking like, I don't know, pupils dilated. That's when they get smaller, right? No!
his friend must
Me
have been
personally,
messing
I'm
with
taking an
us,
hour trip.
because it definitely view of an hour. We made it to the camp. Supposedly, there was a nice view of a lake, but his friend must have been messing with us, because it definitely was not a lake or a nice view. It was more of a swamp, like a dark green overgrown pond. It looked like it could have been nice a couple years ago, maybe. After laughing it off though, Matt pointed out a tent on the other side of the water. It was way too far to see anything specific, but it was just a lone tent sitting among the trees. Then my eyes drifted along the edge of the water, further down from the tent. There was a person watching us.
Yeah. So what's the next move? And we're gonna get a live reaction from Leo. And then if you watching on YouTube, I need you to comment down in the comment section. What's the next move right now? You see, look, you see him. Zoom in. I know y'all can. On Twitch, Leo, go ahead, zoom in. You can zoom in like that on Twitch. Y'all, zoom in on YouTube. Leo, what's the next move? What you doing? Are you staying here and camping at all? I don't even mean like overnight. Aren't you doing a 180? Cause that's what I'm doing. Let's see what Leo's doing. He's a homie. I know you're not talking about him. You'll stay? Ah, nah. Ah, nah. R.I.P. Leo. R.I.P. Leo. Everybody put in the YouTube comment section, R.I.P. Leo. He tweaking. He don't value life. He said, chill with the ghost. He's trying to chill with him. He is trying to chill with Michael Jackson down there. Bro, look like if Michael Jackson and Marilyn Manson had a love child and he spawned. Like, bro, you're staying, Leo? Yeah. Somebody put a real answer. This dirty swamp, that one tent all the way in the back, just waiting for somebody to be caught lacking. And him? What y'all doing? Tell me, because I'm hitting that 180. Unless I'm strapped with an AR, with a bazooka, something, grenade launcher, something, bro. Because I'm not staying here. Learn some moves from Michael Jackson. Yeah, all right, he gonna show you some moves, all right. He gonna show you some moves, all right, Leo.
They were standing along the pond, directly across from where we were.
Ugh, look at his mustache.
I did a quick friendly wave, trying to not make it awkward. We both assumed they were the ones staying in the tent. Anyway, we pitched our tents on a hill, away from the water, and carried on with our day. We played a couple games and had some long talks.
Nah, bro.
During the whole day, we occasionally looked out at the water, and we
He
both
looked-
found
I
it
don't
a
know.
little strange that we never saw the person near their tent. They were either not there at all, or just walking around in the trees further away. As the day slowly turned to night, There were a few hours where we never saw them. We walked around and collected some scraps to make a fire with, then propped up our chairs close to the flame and made dinner. We were just chatting and having some laughs when Matt suddenly jumped up from his chair. His eyes were locked on something right behind me. I stood up and looked.
Oh my
Standing
gosh.
in the dark, there was the outline of someone standing only 20 feet away. They had long and disheveled black hair and were
Alright, Leo. This your chance. He about to show you some moves. He came back. He heard you. He heard you, Leo. What you doing now? Nah, don't call 911 now. Leo trying to talk about he gonna call 911. Nah, you said you wanted to learn some moves. What you doing now, Leo? What you doing now? He came back. You learning some moves? He looks like he's in his dance formation right now. What's going on?
wearing dark clothing. The shadows covered them too much to tell if it was a man or woman, or if they were holding anything.
Now you
Hello?
running, huh?
Matt called out. Are you okay? I followed up with. They stayed there for a moment, then hurried away. I looked back at Matt, and although both of us were freaked out, we both nervously smiled, like, what the hell was that about? Honestly, this was so long ago, I don't even remember what excuse or theory we came up with for why they were there.
I don't care what he's here for. You know what? That's the issue. That's what the issue with you being overly friendly. That's the problem. I don't care if he's here for food. You know what he should have did? I'm gonna put a clip of what he should have did when I add it in YouTube.
So all these chairs over here, all these seats, and you decide to sit with me like you know me. All these seats in here, and you sit right here with me like you know me. Why you sit with me like you know me? All these seats in here, why did you sit with me like you know me?
If you act overly friendly, these are the consequences to it. If you act overly friendly, then he gonna come back thinking you want some sweet stuff. But if you immediately, as soon as you saw him, maybe don't say nothing. I'm not saying that you gotta be hostile. But if you don't say anything to him, don't wave to him, don't smile at him, just keep it pushing. If you want to stay. But as soon as I saw that, what's the point of staying? First off, his homie that told him to go there, L homie, we never talking again. He's cut off immediately. He sent me to a swamp. Stay on guard. That's number one. You stay on guard. As soon as you go to the woods, you stay on guard. You keep the hammer on you. I ain't talking about Bob the Builder. You keep the hammer on you as soon as you go into somewhere like this. If you want to hike, I'm going hiking. I'm going to the woods. One of y'all at least gotta have the hammer. That's number one. Stay on guard with the hammer tugged. Number two, do not act overly friendly. Learn some moves. The only move you need is, that's the only move you need to know. In that case, that's the only move you need to know. I'm just saying. And don't act overly friendly. I don't understand. Like, why would you smile at homie and expect him not to come back to spin the block, double back, see what you up to later on tonight? And then all of a sudden you acting scared. Come on, bro. I'm just saying. Maybe this was a setup. Maybe the dude's friend, maybe he really ain't like him. Maybe he knew about the place and he was setting them up. Maybe it's that. I don't know. This ain't adding up though. These people's actions are not adding up.
We assumed it was the person we saw across the wall. Honestly, this was so long. Are you okay? I followed up with. They stayed there for a moment, then hurried away. I looked back at Matt, and although both of us were freaked out, we both nervously smiled, like, what the hell was that about? Honestly,
it'll be funny until your throat slit.
I don't even remember what excuse or theory we came up with for why they were there. We assumed it was the person we saw across the water, but that's all I remember. Whatever we came up with, though, it was enough for us to continue the night without being too spooked. Somehow, we even went to bed, which, looking back on it, I have no idea how. We were just young and overconfident, I guess.
I don't understand. Why do y'all want to stay there that bad? It probably stink. I know it's not comfortable camping. And y'all are scared? It is. It is. Not African American. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's how y'all Latinx are rolling. I don't know if that's how y'all Asian Americans are rolling. Caucasian Americans, but that's not no African American stuff. I promise you that. I promise you that.
But in the middle of the night, I woke up to Matt quickly unzipping my tent and shaking me awake. He was breathing heavily and had a look of fear in his eyes. As I got out, he said he woke up hearing someone outside, and when he opened his tent, he saw that same person standing right by my tent. When they saw him, they ran. He was really freaking out, and I felt like I had to keep a level head as best I could. Our only options were to test our luck walking down the narrow path in the dark, or staying at the camp. We decided to rebuild the fire and stay up all night. We had everything packed up though, in case we needed to make a run for it.
Where's his pants at? Where his pants go? Did he rob you? Where homie's pants go? I'm confused. This is, I don't know. This is taking a turn for the confusing. Cause I don't get it. I don't. I really don't. Number one, why haven't y'all left yet? I don't understand. That must have been it. I don't know. That's why he ain't got no drawers on either, bro. That must have, either he has tidy whities on, cause that's some high thigh action you see. Like, bro, I don't understand. I don't get it. I still don't get it. Ain't no way y'all survived this.
As soon as the sun came over the horizon, we got out of there.
These still don't got pants. I was on purpose. I thought that was just a misdraw. He still don't got pants. You was right. You must have been right, Leo. My boy done soiled his undergarments. He soiled his trousers.
That day, after discussing it, we decided to put in a report with our police office, just to maybe warn others about someone out there that was acting unusual. We were surprised to get a call back later that day to have us come in for questioning about something. Turned out, the tent we saw belonged to a missing person that had been gone for over a month. They searched the area, but found nothing else. They showed us pictures of the missing person, and both Matt and I were sure it wasn't the person we saw, which is extremely disturbing. Likely that person had something to do with the disappearance of the other person.
Obviously.
And had Matt not woken up and scared them off, I probably would have been missing too.
He ain't scare him off. Oh my god. Once again, I don't know. All these camping stories. 0 for 2 so far. 0 for 2. First off, the homie that told him to go there, immediately cut off. Never talking to you again. Don't got nothing to do with you. I might even spin your block. I'm just playing. But do you deserve it? I ain't gonna say if you do or not. Exactly. He ain't supposed to be alive anymore. He was probably before your time, Leo. He ain't supposed to be alive anymore. Come on now. I'm just 0 for 2. 0 for 2. I'm not going camping.